Please confirm that you can hear me. Please confirm that you can hear me. Please confirm that you can hear me. Okay, good. So let's begin. It's really nice to meet all of you. Again, I welcome you to the Elevate Your Diction webinar. And my goal tonight is to show you how to transform your speech using my three-step diction formula. So if you stay until the end, I am going to reveal the exact strategy that I used to go from mumbling and being constantly misunderstood, to speaking with crystal clear diction that commands attention in any room. So hi everyone, my name is Olubukola R.B. Agbalaya. And before we dive in, let me ask you something. Have you ever been asked to repeat yourself multiple times in conversations? Or have you ever felt embarrassed when people couldn't understand your pronunciation? Or maybe you have watched opportunities slip away because you couldn't articulate clearly. Or for you, it might be that you've seen others with perfect speech get promotions and opportunities you deserve. Earlier today, a woman sent me a message she said that she's tired of the embarrassment that comes with the way she speaks. She said something happened yesterday and she felt terrible. I had to call her on the phone. She felt really bad. Have you ever experienced any of such? It could be any situation or any embarrassment. The thing is, I have been there before. For years, I struggled with my speech. And I tried everything the expert recommended. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. At a point, I became confused. I remember recording myself speaking for hours, yet there was no changes. I had to start to spend money, thousands of money, on voice coaches that I drained my account to pay for expensive training. But then I was approaching it all wrong because I was focusing on the symptoms and not the root causes of poor pronunciation. After doing this for years, I later discovered something that changed my life. The first thing I realized is that great diction isn't about changing your voice. It's not about talking with a fake voice or sounding like a cartoon or sounding like someone else. Rather, it is about clarity and correctness. It's about you clearly speaking in a particular language and pronouncing your words in that language correctly. I also realized that there is a simple step-by-step formula that can transform anyone's speech pattern. And that is what I will share with you tonight. And most importantly, you must understand that you don't need expensive coaches to help you speak well. Rather, what you need is the right system. Of course, I discovered this the hard way, but you are getting it the easy way. Now, here's what most people would do. Some of you would do this, or some of you have started doing it. You would watch random YouTube videos, hoping that you get results. What that does is sometimes it confuses you because there are different trainers on YouTube focusing on different type of English. There are different varieties of English. The most common ones, we would say we have the British English and the American English. But I hope you know that even when we talk about the British English, there are different type of Englishes or different type of English accent in British. Same with America. The same way a particular language can be spoken with different kind of accent in your own country. That is the way the way English is. So if you say you want to learn British English, which one are you exactly learning? Which one are you learning? Is it Scottish English? Is it what they speak in Ireland? It is what the Wales speak. Is it the received pronunciation? Which one? So if you don't have that knowledge and you start to watch random YouTube videos, you would get confused. Then you see people record themselves when they're speaking. And one thing about recording yourself is when you begin, you would not even love what you sound like, and that can get you frustrated. So eventually, people then give up after spending lots of time and maybe money on speech therapy. Now, if you want the easy way that I have used to help over 3,427 people transform their speech, then you are lucky to be here tonight. In the past 12 months, I have helped people from 12 countries achieve impeccable diction without making them waste hours of practice or just doing anything. Now, I must put out this disclaimer. Results are not typical. What that means is individual results may vary. These results are from dedicated students who followed the system precisely. So if you are ready, let me know you're ready in the chat. Type "let's go" in the chat. If you're ready, type "let's go" in the chat. If you're ready for this, type "let's go" in the chat. Very well. So my three-step formula is what I call Dick-Claire. Dick-Claire is a formula I put together from years of experience, years of practice, years of working with clients from different countries. Dick-Claire, if you go on Google and you ask for diction formula, I'm very sure Google will not bring this as one of its options because I didn't copy it on Google or I didn't use an AI to put it together. It is years of experience, years of doing this over and over and over and over and over again. Dick-Claire. Now, each letter in this formula has 3 steps. What that means is the D has 3 steps, the I has 3 steps, the C's have their own 3 steps, like that. But tonight we'll focus on the first letter, which is the D. And the D in my formula stands for Diction Fundamental. Diction Fundamental. Note that I did not say Diction Fundamental. I didn't say fundamental. I said fundamental. And that is because when we have words that ends in suffix AL, for example, if I have the word hospital, the A and the L in that word, the letter A will not be heard. I would not say hospital. It wouldn't be t, al, tal, no. The A that would not be heard, so it becomes t, l, tul, hospital. Another word, I can have the word special. I will not say special. The letter A before the L in that word also would be treated like it does not exist. So that is the same thing that happened to the word fundamental and not fundamental. The letter A before the L should be made silent. So you don't say fundamental, you say fundamental. So henceforth, when you see words ending in suffix A and L, please make sure you're not saying the sound of the A. So again, the letter D in that word, in my formula rather, stands for diction fundamental. And it has 3 steps. The first step is clear articulation. Clear articulation. The second step is pronunciation rules. And the third step is connected speech. So let's get to it. Let's pick these steps one after the other and learn about them. So the first step, clear articulation. Now, clear articulation talks about you clearly articulating your words, saying your word the way it should be said. This reminds me of one of my clients that I worked with some times ago. So I worked with him. Before I met him, he had issues with being able to say his words correctly. So when he's saying a particular word, you are hearing another word. So there is this particular day, he had a meeting with someone, and at a point they needed to call phone numbers. So he was trying to call his number 6. So he mixes words like the A sound and the air sound. So at the point where he's pronouncing the word 6, it sounded like sex. And that really affected the project he was trying to get. So he lost the contract. That was what made him realize that, oh, I think I really need to work on this. So the turning point for me was to help him understand that, okay, since you struggle with a sound, when you want to pronounce one sound, you would pronounce another sound. I've met people that when they want to pronounce words with letter R, they will pronounce words with letter L. For example, when you want to say a word like R-E-D, you will end up saying the word L-E-D. Instead of saying, instead of saying red, you will say lead. My client then, instead of saying 6, it would say something like sex. Instead of saying fish, it would say fish. Instead of saying fish, it would say fish. And when it wants to pronounce some words that end with consonant at the end, it would add a vowel. So instead of saying sit, it would say sita, ita, si. I also remember my dad. My dad used to struggle with CH and SH sound. So when my dad is trying to pronounce words like sheep, my dad would end up saying sheep. So if you're someone like that, what you need to pay attention to is clear articulation. What do I mean by clear articulation? Clearly articulating the sounds in a word correctly. So when you have SH in a word, you're not saying CH. When you have letter I in a word, you're not saying the sound of letter E. So what do you need to help you to clearly articulate your words? The first thing you must know is that to articulate a sound in any language, you must pay attention to your manner of articulation. Manner of articulation is how you articulate your words or the sounds. Where your lips is supposed to be rounded, you want to make sure it's rounded. Where your lips is supposed to be flat, you want to make sure it is flat. Very important. Clear articulation. So clear articulation prepares you for accurate manner of articulation. Make sure that your speech organs are doing what they should do. So to achieve that tonight, you need to do 2 things. First, watch what my mouth is doing as I further explain. Second is to try to do what I do. Try to open your mouth The way I open mine. When I close it, try to close it. When I put my tongue outside, try to do same. So to clearly articulate your words, you must understand the sounds of the English language. Right now on my screen, I have the IPA. IPA. IPA means International Phonetic Alphabet. International Phonetic Alphabet. That is what IPA means. International Phonetic Alphabet. The I there stands for international, the P stands for phonetic, and the A stands for alphabet. When we were in nursery school, we were taught A to Z. That is the letters of the alphabet. Now, A to Z is used for spelling and writing. When it comes to speaking, we do not use A to Z, we use the sounds. So the sounds are what we call the International Phonetic Alphabet. Now, what I have on my screen right now is the International Phonetic Alphabet chart. Now, on this chart, I have 44 sounds. Out of these 44 sounds, 24 of them are consonant sounds, while the remaining 20 are vowel sounds. So there are 44 sounds. 24 out of these 44 sounds are consonant sounds. The remaining 20 are vowel sounds. Now, each of these sounds have their manner of articulation, have a way that you must articulate them to articulate them correctly. So for you to have clear articulation, you must be able to identify each sound, and you must know how to articulate them by using the correct manner of articulation. So tonight we will not be able to learn all of these sounds. We're just going to take a few of them, some of them that we usually struggle with or that I've heard people struggle with, and then we'll proceed to the next step. So the first sound I'd like us to talk about is a consonant sound. These two consonant sounds, this and this. I believe you can see my spotlight. Please confirm if you can see my spotlight, a red light. A red spotlight. Confirm if you can see it to be sure you can see the symbol I'm talking about. The first sound is this, is written like this. And this is called the voiceless TH sound. Voiceless TH sound. And the second is this. This is the voiced TH sound. This is the voiced TH sound. Now, these two sounds, most of us do not have them in our native languages. So most times, when we want to speak and we see a word that has T and H, sometimes we pronounce it like a T, sometimes we pronounce it like a D. For example, if you have the word BATH, an average person would pronounce this word as bats, or some people would even say bath. And then if you have the word BATHE, an average person will pronounce this word as bathed, as if there is a D in that word. No. When you have T and H in a word, the manner of articulation to articulating TH sound is making sure that the tip of your tongue is in between the upper teeth and your lower teeth, this way. So the tongue comes in between the teeth. Now, if it is the voiced TH, for the voiced TH, you put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth, and you make vibration. You make sure that your vocal cord vibrates like this. The. If it is the voiced TH, you put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth, and you don't make a vibration like this. So this sound here, this is the voiceless TH. Put your tongue in between your teeth, blow air. So if I want to pronounce this word, I should say bath, bath. If my tongue is not outside, excuse me, if my tongue is not outside, then I am not pronouncing the word correctly. If my tongue is not outside, then I am not pronouncing my word correctly. My tongue must be outside. Bath. For the voiced TH, my tongue must be outside also, and then I make vibration. The, the. Bathe, bathe. Bath, bathe. Let's take another example. I have the word cloth, cloth. And for the voiced sound, I would have the word clothes, clothes. Let's take one more example. Here, I can have the word think, think. In the voiced TH, I would have the word them, them. So it means that henceforth, when you want to pronounce words that have T and H, your tongue must be outside. Then once your tongue is outside, you want to identify, is this word, does it have a voiced TH or a voiceless TH? So the question will be, how do I know words with the voiced TH and words with the voiceless TH? It's quite simple. Those TH words that you normally articulate like letter T before now, those words have the voiceless TH. Before now, you would likely say think. She is thinking. That is wrong. The right thing to say is she is thinking. She is thinking. Thinking. Put your tongue outside and say the T sound. Thinking. You might say, where is the clots? It is not clots. The TH should not be pronounced like a T. Put your tongue outside and say, where is the cloth? Where is the cloth? So those TH words that you pronounce like a T before, they would have the voice TH sound. And those words with TH that you pronounce like a D before, they would have the sound, the voiced TH sound, the. So instead of saying them, I can't see them. That is wrong. Say, I can see them. I can see them, them. Put your tongue outside. Please, if you're clear with the two TH sounds, let me know so I can go to learning another sound. Let me know if you're clear with the two TH sounds so I can go to the next sound. Let me know if you're clear with the two TH sounds so I can move to the next sound. Am I alone here? It seems everyone has gone to bed and I'm the only one. If that is the case, I should go to bed as well because my husband is actually waiting for me. So if I'm the only one here, maybe I should go to bed also. Okay, yes, I'm clear. Yes, I'm clear. Okay. Okay. So I'll take another sound. Let's take this L and the R sound. There are some people that struggle with how to articulate the sound of letter R. Please, this letter is not pronounced Aru. A lot of people pronounce this letter as Aru. It is not Aru, it is Ah. Ah. It is not Aru, it is Ah. So how do we articulate this sound? Some people, when they want to articulate the R sound, they end up articulating the L sound. So let's start with the L sound, the sound of letter L. It's quite a simple sound. To articulate that sound, the tip of your tongue should touch the upper part of your teeth, like this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. For example, we can have the word love. So it is not love, it is love. I love you. La, la, not lo. Can you see that my mouth is not rounded? And I didn't open my mouth wide. I didn't say love. No. Just open your mouth a bit. Love. I can also have the word school, football. A lot of people will say football, school. I am going to school instead of I am going to school. When we have the L sound at the end of a word, make sure that we can hear the sound of the L, except it is silent. Now let's go to the second sound. That is R. To articulate that sound, the tip of your tongue should roll backwards. It should roll backward. Let the tip of your tongue go backward. Let it roll backward. R, 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 R. Can you see? If it is not rolling backward, you might end up saying the L sound. Make sure it rolls backward. So if you're finding it difficult to make the tip of your tongue rolls backward, all you need to do is to keep trying. Every day, try to roll your tongue backward, just the tip, not the whole tongue. The more you do it, the better you become. The more you do it, the better it becomes. The more you do it, the better it becomes. So I can have the word rave, red, reason, resource, etc. Red, rave, reason, resource. So you've been able to roll your tongue backward, helps you to articulate the R sound correctly. But if you're not able to roll your tongue backward, you will not be able to articulate the R sound. So manner of articulation, remember the way you articulate your sound goes a long way. Now let's take another sound. This time, I'd like to take the ch and the sh sound. Now the ch sound, that is the ch sound, it is written this way. This is the sound you hear when you have C and H in a word. To articulate this sound, you must make sure that you release the sound suddenly. Put your teeth together and release the sound suddenly. This way. Ch, 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 ch. Put your teeth together and release the sound suddenly. Ch. Now for the SH sound. This is the SH symbol. This is the SH symbol. For the SH sound, put your teeth together and release the sound slowly. Shh. Again, for CH sound, put your teeth together, release the sound suddenly. For SH sound, put your teeth together and release the sound slowly. Shh. Remember, we're focusing on clear articulation. The way, the manner in which you articulate these sounds would help you. So let's take few word examples. For like ch, you can have words like cheat, nature, question. For the word question, when you have letter S before Tion, sometimes the T and the I there makes the CH sound. Question. So it is not question. It is question. Cheat. Nature. Then we also have the SH sound. Shh. You can have words like sugar, sheet, nation, mission, it's a C. So remember again, for the SH sound, put your teeth together, release the sound slowly. For the CH sound, put your teeth together and release the sound suddenly. Now, there are some CH words that when you want to pronounce them, you need to act like you're pronouncing SH word. Now, some CH words with French origin. I hope you know that the words in English, not all of them are actually owned by the English people. Some of these words are borrowed words. The English borrowed words from different people or from different language, from French, from Chinese, etc. So there are some words that when you spell them, they have CH, but they are from French origin. For example, CHEF, chef, chevron, kosh, niche, and so many other words. All these words have CH. But when you want to say them, you should say them like they have SH. So if I want to pronounce the first word, I will pronounce it as chef. The CH should be sounded like SH. Chef, a person who cooks in the kitchen. Chef. Another one, chevron. The CH in that word also should be sounded like SH. Chevron. Cash. My dad would normally pronounce this word as cachet. That is wrong. Please say cash. Niche. It's not niche. It is niche. So even though these words have CH, when you spell them, you should spell them with, when you say them rather, when you pronounce them, you should pronounce them with SH. Chef, chevron, cash, niche. On and on like that. So the last consonant sound that I would like to take is the sound. This sound is articulated with your nose. So we call it a nasal sound. Don't say nasal, say nasal. You need the help of your nose to articulate it correctly. It's like you're carrying something heavy and you go, So you can have words like sing. A lot of people pronounce this word as sing. It is not sing. It is sing. Hmm. You can also have king. You can have tongue. Not tongue. It's tongue. Tongue. The G should not be heard. Sing. It's not sing. King. It's not king. Tongue. It's not tongue. Then we can also have N and K. I can have the word bank, sank, tank, it's a C. So when we have letter G or letter K after letter N will start to make the sound. Sing, king, tongue, bank, sank, it's a C. So it is important to understand the manner of articulation. Because if you do not know how your mouth, how your speech organs is supposed to be, you might end up articulating a sound wrongly. And that would affect your pronunciation. It means that you would pronounce the word wrongly as well. Very important. So that is it about clear articulation. You are expected to learn all of these sounds, all the 44 sounds, learn their manner of articulation, and use them when you speak. But because of our time frame, I cannot go through all the 44 sounds. But I think I've successfully taught about 6 or 7 sounds. Now let's quickly go to the second step. Remember, we are learning my diction formula, declare, which has 8 meanings. And I said each meaning has 3 steps. So we're learning the first step or the first letter, D. And the D stands for diction fundamental. Its first step is clear articulation. And I said for you to clearly articulate your words, you must make sure that you use the right manner of articulation. Now, the second step is pronunciation rules. Pronunciation rules talks about the rules that you need to pay attention to help you pronounce your words correctly. Now, what is pronunciation rules? There are a lot of rules in English that would help you to pronounce your words correctly. But tonight, let's consider 2 of them because I'm trying to really save my time. Let's consider 2 rules out of all of these rules. The first rule I'd like to talk about is the rule of vowel length. Vowel length. When speaking in English, we do not talk flat. So for example, you don't say, put it on the table. Rather, you say something like, put it on the table. Put it on the table. Your voice goes up and down, up and down, up and down. Your voice should not be flat. Or you're trying to ask someone's name, you would not say, what is your name? Rather, you say something like, what is your name? What is your name? So to help you speak English without sounding flat and without sounding fake, you must pay attention to vowel length, the length of the vowels. Let's go back to the IPA chart. Remember on the IPA chart, I told you we have the sounds of English. We have the consonant sounds and the vowel sounds. Our focus earlier was on the consonant sounds. Now let's consider the vowel sounds. Looking at the vowel sounds, you realize that some of these vowels, these are the vowel sounds. The vowel sounds have the harsh background, and they are 20 in number. Now these vowel sounds, some of them have 2 dots. The ones with 2 dots are the ones called the long vowels. They are the ones called long vowels. The two dots there makes the vowels long. So when you want to say them, you say them long. The vowels without the two dots, they are the short vowels. When you want to say these vowels, you do not say them long, you say them short. And then there are other vowels that come in twos. They come in pairs. These ones, they are called diphthongs. Diphthongs. Another name for diphthongs is glide. They are the glide vowels. For the glide vowels, you need to move slowly from the first sound to the second sound. You move slowly from the first sound to the second sound. So it means that there are three different types of vowels when it comes to the length of the vowels. The first is the short vowels. Make them short. Then the long vowels. Make them long. Then the glide vowels. Go slowly from the first sound to the second sound. So now, when you're speaking, you must pay attention to these lengths so that you can have a rhythmic speech. English is a rhythmic. You must sound rhythmic when speaking English. You should not sound flat. So to have that rhythmic nature, it's just like when you're singing. And sometimes you need to make your voice go high pitch, low pitch. You need to drag your words. Sometimes you need to rush over it. Same with speaking English. So when you're speaking, you want to pay attention to where your voice or where your words should be long, where your words should be short, and where your words should be glide. So the question would be, how do you know when you should have a long word? How do you know when you should have a short word? And how do you know when you should have a glide word? It depends. There are no rules to actually tell us that, but there are hints. Now, let's talk about the long vowels first. One of the things that helps you to know if a word should have a long vowel or a short vowel is when you check the dictionary. When you check the dictionary for the meaning of a word, before the dictionary tells you the meaning of that word, the dictionary first tell you the transcription of the word. So for example, if I go to the dictionary, excuse me, and I want to look for the word egg in the dictionary, before the dictionary will tell me the meaning of egg, the dictionary will tell me how to pronounce egg. So you're going to find something like this. You're going to find something like this. Now look at this transcription. There are no two dots there. It means that this word has just short sounds. Egg, egg. Let's assume you're looking for the meaning of the word bird. If you're looking for the meaning of the word bird, before the dictionary tells you the meaning, the dictionary will give you the pronunciation, the transcription. The transcription of the word bird is like this. Bird is transcribed this way. Now, if you look at this word, you realize that it has two dots. The two dots here tells you that the word has a long vowel. So when you want to say it, you have to make it long. Bird. And not bed. Let's take one more word. Let's take the word my. Before the dictionary will tell you the meaning of the word my, The dictionary would transcribe the word, telling you the pronunciation of the word. And the pronunciation would be this. Now, because this pronunciation here has two vowels, the vowel come in pair. This vowel that is being circled, it comes in pair. Because of that, when you want to say it, you have to glide. You go slowly from this sound to this sound. My. It means that this word here has a glide sound. So let's assume I want to read a sentence with these three words. So let's assume I have a sentence like, let me take this out. I have a sentence like, my bird has an egg. If I want to read this sentence, the first word, my, has a glide vowel, so I have to go slowly. My. The second word, bird, according to the transcription, it has two dots, which means it's a long sound, so I have to go long. My bird. The next word, I'm going to skip has and. Let's just go to egg. The word egg, according to the transcription, no two dots. It means it's a short vowel. So I would go, my bird has an egg. My bird has an egg. My bird has an egg. You see, my voice didn't say, my bed has an egg. That would be flat. It should not be flat. It should be rhythmic. My bird has an egg. Because of the length that I paid attention to is rhythmic. Now, so the first way to know the length that you have in a word is to focus on the dictionary. And it's not all of us that have that time to always consult the dictionary before speaking, right? So what other option do we have? Another option that we have is a hint. It's not a rule. Another option that we have is a hint. It's not a rule. And this talks about paying attention to the spelling. So let's talk about the spelling. Sometimes when you have a word and when you spell the word, if the word has a vowel letter in between two consonants, for example, if I have the word has, H-A-S, the H here is consonant. The S is also consonant. In between these two consonants, I have a vowel. The letter A is a vowel. So if I add a vowel in between two consonants, most times the vowel will make a short sound. When you have a vowel in between two consonants, most times the vowel will make a short sound. Now let's talk about long sounds. Most times, when we have letter R after a vowel letter, the letter R will make the vowel a long sound. Again, when you have letter R after a vowel letter, most times the vowel will make a long sound. Because of the R that I have after the I in this word, the I will make a long sound. Bird. Let's talk about the glide sound. Many times, the glide sounds are found in words, in short words, especially when the word has a consonant letter that is acting as a vowel letter. For example, in the word my, the letter Y is a consonant letter. But when you say it, it is making a vowel sound. Letter Y is a consonant letter, but it is making a vowel sound. So most times when that happens, the vowel sound is a glide sound. So if you do not know how to check the dictionary, or you do not have the time to always consult the dictionary, this can serve as hint. When a vowel is in between two consonants, most times it makes a short sound. When there is letter R after a vowel sound, most times it makes a long sound. When a consonant letter is acting as, when a consonant letter is acting or making a vowel sound, most times it acts as a glide. My bird has an egg. Let's take another example for it. Another example to express this. Look at this. The bed is on the, okay, the there were 10 turns. Now look at this word, this sentence rather. There were 10 turns. There are 10. In the word 10, we have a short vowel because there is a vowel in between two consonants. 10 short vowels. In the next word, turns, we have letter R after a vowel E. Turns. There are 10 turns. So it is not there are 10 turns. First, your tongue must be outside because of the TH. There are 10 turns. So still on pronunciation rules, let's go to the second rule. The second rule talks about silent letters. Silent letters. In English, when you spell a word, when you want to pronounce that word, sometimes you do not pronounce all the letters in the word. When you want to spell a word, when you want to spell a word, and you want to pronounce that same word, not all the letters in that word that will be heard. For example, if I want to pronounce the word D-E-B-T, the letter B in this word is silent. So I should not pronounce the word as debt because the B is silent. The B would not be said. The word is debt, debt, not debt. Let's take another word, like the word listen. The letter T in that word should not be heard. It is silent. So we should not say listen. We say listen. Listen, not listen. Let's take another word. We can have the word cupboard. So I shouldn't say cupboard. The P should not be heard. Say cupboard. It's not cupboard. Say cupboard. Cupboard. I should not say receipt. The P should also not be heard. Say receipt. I should not say comfortable or comfortable. I hear a lot of Ghanaians say comfortable. It's not comfortable. No, there's nothing like comfortable. It's comfortable. The O and R are silent. Don't say them. Comfortable. It's not comfortable. Comfortable. It's not table. Comfortable. And so many other words like that. So the question is, how do I know when a letter is silent in a word? How do I know that this word has silent letters? There are different ways to know. One is by learning silent letters. I have an ebook that contains words that have silent letters from letter A to letter Z. I will be giving the ebook to some people for free tonight. It's not to everyone, please, just to some few people tonight. The book explains how to identify silent letters in Word, how to know when letter A is silent, when letter B is silent, when letter C is silent, until letter Z. That can help. Another way to learn silent letters, aside from learning the rules, is to pay attention to how people speak. So the first word, for example, an average person will say depth. Another person will pronounce the B in the word, depth. That is wrong. According to a rule, when you have letter B before letter T, most times the letter B becomes silent, depth. Now let's consider this word and this word, debts and death. Debt, when you owe someone. Death, when someone is deceased. I have debt, death. Next word, listen. The rule says when you have letter S before letter T, sometimes, not all the times, the T should be silent. So we say listen. We should not pronounce the T. Now, some people change the sound of the S to a Z. So you hear listen. That is wrong. It's not listen. It's listen. 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 Then we have cupboard. The P is silent. Do not say cupboard. Say cupboard. Cupboard. Receipt. The P is silent as well. Don't say receipt. The P is silent. Say receipt. Comfortable. It's not comfortable. The O and the R should not be said. Comfortable, not comfortable. Another word is vegetable. Some people will pronounce the word as vegetable. It is not vegetable. Say vegetable. Vegetable. Now say after me. Watch my mouth and say after me. Death. Death. Listen. Cupboard. Receipt. Comfortable. Very well. You're doing a great job. Now let's go to the last step. But before we go to the last step, I would love you to go to the WhatsApp group to tell me how the class is faring. I'd like to know if you're getting value for your time and your data. I'd like to know if you're learning. So please go to the WhatsApp group and tell me how the class is going. Somebody says, we can't speak. Yes, I do not expect you to speak. This is a webinar, so you're just expected to listen to me and not to speak. If this was a course, we have a course where we allow people to speak. But this is not it. This is a webinar. A webinar is a place where you listen to a speaker. So that's why you are muted. You cannot speak. Okay? So it says, I'm enjoying every bit of it. Yes, I know. But I want you to send the feedback to the WhatsApp group, not here. I want you to go to the WhatsApp group and send your feedback there. On that group, we have how many people? Over 800 people. And out of 800 people, how many people showed up? Less than 100 people. And you know how much it costs to invite those 800 people? So it can be disappointing sometimes when you're trying to help and people are not willing to help themselves. So I'd like you to go to the WhatsApp group and tell me how it's going so that those that miss it would know they have missed a lot. So please go to the WhatsApp group, not here, and tell me how the class is going. And then we can come back to talk about the last step. Go to the WhatsApp group and tell me how the class is going. Whether you're on Zoom or you're on WhatsApp or you're on YouTube, go to the WhatsApp group and tell me how the class is going. Okay, I can see your feedback. Somebody says, I'm really learning a lot here. Somebody said, this is wonderful. I have been enlightened. I'm enjoying your lesson. The class is really helpful, very interesting. I'm enjoying it. Please, I have really enjoyed the class. I've learned a lot. Thank you so much. Very interesting, an eye-opener. God bless you a lot. I am blessed today. It's very interesting. I'm enjoying it. I've been enlightened. I'm enjoying it, learning, interesting and educative. Good job. I joined late, but it's great. I'm enjoying the lesson. Very interesting and educative. I'm happy to be part of this class. I'm learning a lot. It's very interesting. It's great. Very educational. The class is interesting, very knowledgeable. I appreciate your feedback. Well done. Okay, so let's continue. Let's go to the last step. So the last step talks about connected speech. Connected speech. Now, talking about connected speech reminds me of a client I worked with in UAE. The client works in UAE and he's a Nigerian and he has a supervisor who is British. And they would always have this challenge, this conflict, because when the supervisor gives order, my client, before he became my client, will go ahead and do something else. And when he come back to give feedback, the supervisor realized this was not what we discussed. What's happening? So there is this communication conflict. And that is because in English, the way we pronounce words in isolation is quite different from how these words are pronounced when we have them in a sentence. So take, for example, there are different ways of connecting words together when you're trying to make a sentence. But let's learn just one of them tonight. And that is called linking R. Linking R. Linking R happens when you have a word that ends with letter R. For example, if I have the word C-A-R, I already told you that this letter is not Aru, so it's not C-A-R-U, it's C-A-R. When I want to pronounce this word, when the word is standing alone and I want to pronounce it, I will say car. Instead of car, I will just say car. But if I have this word in a sentence, let's say I have a sentence like, if I have this sentence. Now, this word C-A-R has a word that starts with vowel letter after it. Is. So if I want to read this sentence, because I have a word that starts with a vowel letter after the word that ends with letter R, then I am expected to link the R in this word to the vowel letter in the next word. So if I want to read this sentence, tar and is will be said together like one word. So my sentence will be read something like this. It becomes, a car is in the park. A car is in the park. Instead of, a car is in the park. So most times, if you're not familiar with things like this, when people communicate with you, Maybe you're watching a movie or you're listening to a native speaker. When they communicate and they use connected speech patterns, they tend to put 2 or 3 or even 4 words and turn it into one. If you're not, excuse me, if you're not familiar with that word, you then tend to keep asking yourself, what did he just say? What word is that? It can be confusing. And that was what my client was suffering from until he enrolled on my course and I had to put him through how words are connected in English. Like I said, there are different ways. This is just one out of about 8 different ways of connecting words in English. Let's take another example. If I have the word, my pastor and his wife are sleeping. Now look at this word. Pastor ends with letter R. The next word starts with a vowel. Because of that, I should link both. So pastor and becomes one word. My pastor and his wife are sleeping. My pastor and, instead of my pastor and his wife, it becomes my pastor and his wife. My pastor and his wife are sleeping. Another example, I can have father-in-law instead of father-in-law. Father ends with letter R and starts with a vowel. So I would link both father-in-law instead of father-in-law. Still under connected speech, we have what is called intonation. Intonation talks about the way you use the pitch of your voice. Remember earlier, I stated that English sentences should not be set flat. You must be rhythmic about it. But doesn't mean you should start singing. There are rules that you must follow that makes you sound rhythmic without faking your accent. When you start to fake it, you start to sound irritating, and you do not want to sound like that. So it's important to pay attention to some of these rules. So intonation, what is intonation? Intonation is the rise and fall of the tone of your voice when you speak. The rise and fall of the tone of your voice when you speak. So it means that in English, the tone of your voice should rise or it should fall. It should never be flat. The tone of your voice should not always be on the same frequency. It goes up, down, just like we have it in music. Up, down, rise, fall, rise, fall, rise, fall. So intonation deals with the end of sentences. So there are 2 major types of intonation. We have the rising intonation and the falling intonation. The rising intonation is when the tone of your voice rises at the end of your sentences, while the falling intonation is when the tone of your voice falls at the end of your sentences. So how or when should the tone of your voice rise? When should the tone of your voice fall? Let's consider a few scenarios. The tone of your voice should fall when making statements. When making statements, the tone of your voice should fall. So for example, if you're making statements like, I'm learning. At the end, the tone of your voice should fall, learning. I'm learning, not I am learning. It's not yam. There is no yam in that sentence. I'm, watch my manner of articulation. I'm, not I am. Can you see how much opening I needed? I'm learning. At the end of learning, your tone should fall because it's a statement. I need to eat. I need to eat. Not I need to eat. No, I need to eat. Another time that your tone should fall at the end of a statement or at the end of a sentence is when you're asking a WH question. A WH question is a question that starts with a WH word. For example, what is your name? That question starts with the word what. What, when you spell it, has W and H in it. So that is an example of a WH question. What is your name? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Not where are you going? Who is it? Not who is it, etc. Now let's talk about the rising intonation. The tone of your voice should rise at the end of a statement, at the end of a question or a sentence, if it is a yes or no question. So if you're asking a question and the question is a yes or no question, then the tone of your voice should rise. That means if you ask a question and the answer to the question is yes or no, then that is an example of a yes or no question. When you're asking such question, the tone of your voice should rise. Are you learning? Are you learning? Yes, I'm learning. Are you learning? Learning. Your tone goes up. When you answer the question with a statement, yes, I am learning. Learning comes down now. Another situation where you use a rising intonation is when you're listing objects, when you're listing things. For example, the name of my best friends are Janet, Ruth, Faith, and Robert. The name of my best friends are Janet. I'm listing them. Janet, the tone of my voice goes up. Ruth, the tone of my voice goes up. Faith, the tone of my voice goes up. Now, as I approach the last one, and Robert, the tone of my voice comes down. Let me take that part again. When you're listing something, the moment you get to and, the moment you want to state the last object or the last thing, your voice should come down. But while you're listing those things, your voice should go up. For example, I love to eat biscuits, oranges, watermelon, and cucumber. I love to eat biscuits, my tone goes up. Orange, my tone goes up. Watermelon, my tone goes up. And cucumber, my tone comes down. Intonation. Now, there's a lot to learn on the connected speech, but I'll stop at this too. Now, remember what we're learning again. My step formula, my three-step formula, which is that declare. And I said that each letter in my formula declare has its meaning. But tonight we were able to learn the first letter, diction fundamental. And I said that each letter has its 3 steps. And the first step in my diction fundamental is clear articulation. The second is pronunciation rules. And the third is connected speech. Even though we're not able to learn everything under each other. I'd love to take a few questions now. Then I will continue. So if you have questions, please send in your question. I'll take a few questions now. Before I proceed, I have a few more slides to go. In another 30 minutes, we should be done. But if you have questions, it's time to start asking your questions before I proceed. Please send in your questions. Send in your questions before I proceed. Send in your questions. How do you tune your voice to sound so well to match up with the words you pronounce. Okay. Now, first, as a beginner, do not focus on tuning your voice to sound so well. It's supposed to come natural. Instead, what you should focus on is clear articulation. Now, when you can clearly articulate your words, when you can pronounce words without the silent letters, for those that are silent letters, and you can pay attention to vowel length, all of these things helps your voice sound better. Then you go to intonation. Now, the thing is, the more you go through these steps, the more you practice them, the better and natural your voice becomes. I don't know if you understand my answer, gold. So it's not something you can kind of fake, something you can act out. It is more of the more you do it, the better it becomes. The more you do it, the better it becomes. So it's just like someone who is trying to lose weight. Whether you're on a diet plan or you're on an exercise plan, you need to keep doing that thing to keep getting better. Same with speaking. So I'm glad you said, yes, I do. Lovely. Any other question before I proceed? Now, I want you to think about this. Think about the cost of poor diction in your life. Is it missed promotions? Is it loss of business opportunities? Or maybe poor pronunciation have diminished your confidence, such that you're not even proud of yourself to speak outside or speak in public. Or maybe you have social anxiety. Before I improved my diction, I suffered from diminished confidence. I know what to say, but I would rather keep quiet because I do not want people to laugh at me. And of course, that didn't help me because nobody knew my capability. I was just there. So I kept missing out on promotions, missing out on opportunities, etc. Would you agree with me that it's been time well spent so far? The truth is, I couldn't possibly cover everything you need in just this webinar, even if we had the whole day. And that is why I've created a special offer so you can get everything you need to transform your speech. And if you act fast, I am going to give you a very special deal. Look, we both know that speech patterns are deeply ingrained. Some of us have been speaking a certain way for 30 years, 40 years, 19 years, even 50 years, or even decades. And trying to fix this on your own is like trying to see the back of your own head without a mirror. I already shared my own experience with you. The truth is, it doesn't work. It can be frustrating. And that's why you need a system. You need a proven roadmap that has worked for thousands of people, not a kind of trial and error thing, or something that has worked for different people over time that is sure to work for you. Imagine the feeling when people can easily understand you without straining their ears. Imagine you can express your brilliant ideas without repeating yourself. That can be embarrassing. Imagine you feel confident in any situation. Imagine your voice can project that authority and clarity that it deserves. That's why I am inviting you to the Diction Mastery Academy. The Diction Mastery Academy is where we will enhance your communication abilities to the point where your words command attention. It is a place where we will skyrocket your confidence and elevate your professional image to new heights. In the academy, We ensure personalized attention, and we closely track the progress and transformative journey of each participant. This makes the Academy a highly sought after opportunity for those that are eager to be a better version of themselves. So here is what you'd get if you enroll on the Academy. You get lifetime access to our e-learning platform where you can learn at any time that is convenient for you. You get access to 55 practical training sessions. Practical. Like I said, somebody asked that I allow you speak. In the Diction Mastery Academy, we allow you speak. You don't just listen. Because we understand that when it comes to improving your speaking skill, listening is, of course, the first step. And then speaking seems to be the most important step. The more you speak, the better you become, especially when you're speaking it the right way. The more you speak rubbish, the better rubbish you speak. The more you speak the right way, the better right things you say. That's the way it works. So if you're always speaking without a guidance or without the right manner of articulation, you keep speaking that way. But if you're always speaking with consciousness of making sure that you're pronouncing your words correctly, the way it should be pronounced, then you will keep getting better at it. You'd also get access to quizzes for stage knowledge assessment. These quizzes are assignments that you can do in less than 5 minutes every day. You submit this assignment via a voice note to the assignment WhatsApp group, where we have an instructor that listens to your voice note and reply each voice note you have sent with correction. We tell you what you're doing rightly. We'll tell you what you're not doing rightly. Sometimes we tell you to pronounce the words again. All of these takes less than 5 minutes to do every day, Mondays to Fridays, at your convenient time. You do this for 6 weeks. Imagine you're working on pronouncing your words correctly for 6 weeks, every day, Mondays to Saturdays. There's a saying that when you do the same thing over again for 21 days, you become a master at that thing. That thing becomes a part of you. Now imagine you're doing that same thing 6 days a week for 6 weeks. That's about 36 days. And you can do it at any time that works for you, any time that is comfortable with your schedule. You also get access to 12 live training sessions with interactive engagement. On Zoom, we meet on Fridays and on Saturdays at 8 p.m., where we give you the opportunity to talk. Aside from sending voice notes to the WhatsApp groups Mondays to Fridays, we also give you opportunity to talk on live sessions like this, where we listen to you to help us know if you've been the one that has been submitting your assignment Mondays to Fridays, where we also give you challenges, we review what you have done, and you also have the opportunity to mingle with other participants via the smaller groups that we create. So for example, if there are about 60 people on the Zoom session, on Saturdays, we divide those 60 people into smaller groups where we could have six people in groups to practice together and challenge each other. You also get access to a private WhatsApp group, plus unlimited personal support from the Diction Queen. Now, who is this academy for? The academy is for professionals that are seeking promotions. If you're tired of where you are, if you feel like you needed to be promoted, or you're feeling like you need more challenge at work, and your communication skill is holding you back, then you should be in the academy. The academy is for non-English native speakers. You are non-native English speakers, so you should be in the academy. The academy is for people with regional accent. You're the type that when you speak, people can easily tell where you're from. You're the type that say church instead of church. Then you should be in the academy. You're the type that say pastor instead of pastor. You should be in the academy. This is for anyone who is tired of being misunderstood. Now, here is how the academy works in 4 steps. Step 1, you need to register for the academy. Remember, the academy runs for 6 weeks. You learn Mondays to Fridays for 6 weeks. Step 2, you log into your membership e-learning platform. You can do this anytime, any day, and you have lifetime access to it. It means that even after the 6 weeks, you can keep learning on the e-learning platform. You can keep joining the Zoom practice session. And when you're done, after your project, you get a certificate that you can use from anywhere in the world. You can add it to your resume. You can use it for anything, and anywhere in the world where you live. Plus, you get access to our alumni group where you keep practicing so that you do not forget everything you have learned and you do not go back to your default setting. Then during the weekends, you jump on live sessions with me where we ask questions, practice together, we challenge you, and you get reviewed. Now, I had two choices. My first choice was to go cheap as possible and try to sell as many people. Well, my second option requires a little higher investment, but in exchange, I can devote more resources to guarantee your success. And the second option is what I went for. In the academy, I can guarantee your success, which means that if you go through the academy and you do not get results, I will refund your money, complete money. Now, here are feedback from people in the academy. Peaceful is from Kenya, and she wrote this about the academy. She said, the class has been an insightful one. What excites me most is how you carry everyone along in the practical session. Your corrections are made with love, and I look forward to learning without being scared of making mistakes. It was 2 weeks in training when I emerged the best speaker in a debate competition. While practicing, I heard your voice in my head, pronouncing those words correctly. So this is from someone from Kenya. This is another testimony. She is a Nigerian. She said, thank you so much, my able diction queen. You've done excellently noble. I have reviewed all you taught us, and I am going a long way with my pronunciations by your help. At this point where I didn't do well in my diction, have benefited a lot. Honestly, I can't afford to lose any of your classes for any reason. This is from another person from Nigeria. She said, thank you, Coach Bukola. Coach Bukola is doing tremendously well in the service of educating who wants to be educated on speaking right. Her videos are so self-explanatory, easy to understand. All you need is follow her lead. The best thing I like in that training is she never leaves your hand until you become master. Great follow-ups too, which is a very good virtue of a great teacher. Great to be in the learning journey always with you. I have decided to take a quantum leap as you have given me and still in any of your training. Thank you for the wonderful course. There are several feedback here, but I'll stop with the feedback now. I'll get back to it later. Now, to join the Diction Master Academy, all you need is $65. That is about 1,100 cedis. But because you are an attendee here, you're still here tonight, you do not need 50% of 1,100 cedis. You do not need 550 cedis. Instead, all you need is 420 cedis. That is a whopping 68% off. So to join the Diction Master Academy, you need 420 cedis, which is the general public price. Plus, you would get access to my complete refund assurance. What this means is, if you go through the academy, you follow my lead, you do everything I ask you to do, and you do not get results, I will refund your money. I will refund the exact money you have paid me. If you go through the academy, follow my lead, do everything I ask you to do, and you do not get results, I will refund your money. In addition to this whopping 68%, you get all of my bonuses. You get 20 short pronunciation videos. This would help you master tricky sounds. and help you speak with clarity and confidence. I sell this for 210 CDs, but I would give it to the first 10 people to enroll tonight for free. You'd also get my PDF on vocabulary development. This would help to expand your word power and help you speak more eloquently. I sell this for 51 CDs, but I'll give it to the first 10 people who enroll tonight. You'd also get my video on how to never be at a loss for words. This would help you to master the art of impromptu speaking, and such that you can effortlessly articulate your thoughts in any situation. I'll sell this for 110 CDs, but you get it for free if you're one of the first 10 people to enroll tonight. Now, if all these can help you transform your speech pattern so that you never have to repeat yourself again, would it be worth it? What if this can help you speak with clarity and confidence that commands respect in any room? Would it be worth it? What if this can open doors to promotions and opportunities that have been held back by your speech? Would it be worth it? I'm asking you. The truth is, if you were to work with me one-to-one, you would be paying me over 3,000 CDs for just 8 sessions. But here is a course that is comprehensive and allows you get more value. All you need is 420 Ghana cedis. Also, if you're one of the first 10 people to pay tonight, you get my ebook on Know Your Starting Word. Remember I said earlier that I have an ebook that teaches how to identify silent letters from silent A to silent Z in any word in English. You get it for free. You also get my ebook on English punctuation marks. This would help you to master the art of punctuations. Some of us, we do not know how to use commas, full stop, punctuation marks, semicolons, exclamation marks when writing. You'll get this ebook for free as well, instead of paying 77 CDs if you're one of the first 10 people to enroll tonight. You'd also get my 100 common grammatical errors and their corrections. This would help to eliminate embarrassing mistakes and write with confidence. While I was reading some of your feedback in the WhatsApp group, I realized some of us make a lot of common grammatical errors. This book would help you, and you'd get it for free if you enroll tonight. You'd also get my video on how to earn with your diction skill. This is an essential resource for anyone who wants to improve their earning potential. I sell this for 252 CDs, but you get it for free tonight. Now, all these bonuses make a total of 931 CDs, but you're getting them for free if you enroll tonight. Plus, you get access to my complete refund assurance. Remember, if after 6 weeks you go through the course and you do not get results, I will refund your money completely. That means you have nothing to lose. It's like you keeping your money somewhere. Because after 6 weeks, if you have done everything that I ask you to do and you do not get results, you will get your money back. You can record this part. You will get your money back. I guarantee you. Right now, we have over 1,700 people in the academy. What does that mean from different part of the word? It means that if the academy is not working, people will not keep registering. Right? People would have called us out online, would have refunded so many people, but that has never happened because this is a proven system. Now, the standard fee of the academy is 1,100 CDs. The bonuses are worth 931 CDs, but you're getting all of this for just 420 CDs. Interestingly, I have a special offer for the first action takers tonight. For just 10 people, I will give you the opportunity to pay less than 420 CDs. For just 10 people, you would pay less than 420 CDs. You'll still get access to all my bonuses, and you'd get access to the refund assurance, which means if you go through the academy for 6 weeks and you do not get results, I will refund your money completely. You have nothing to lose at all. You just pay tonight, go through the academy the way I've asked you to do it. If you do not get results, come back for your money. It's that simple, just like you keeping your money somewhere. So to be one of the 10 people who would enjoy this massive discount right now, I need you to get your phones ready as I reveal the payment details. So to be one of the first 10 people that will be paying just 270 Ghana cedis instead of 420 Ghana cedis, here is the account details to pay to. You can pay into our MTN Momo line 0540596356 Chukwebuka Ifesinachi Godwin 270 Ghana cedis. Or you pay into our Vodafone line 0502328878 on Safwa Chidima. Pay 270 Ghana cedis into any of these account numbers, then send your payment proof to the WhatsApp group so we can quickly confirm your payment. Because once you get 10 payment, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. Plus, the first 10 people to make that payment get all my bonuses worth 931 cedis. And remember, if after 6 weeks you do not get results, please ask for your money back. You get a full refund. You can record this part. Now, you have two options. The first option is to do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. Remember, if after 6 weeks you do not get results, come back for your money. Or you make this little investment today of just 270 Ghana cedis. That is if you're one of the first 10 people. Then compare all the value you will get in return and just give it a shot. Remember, if it works, great, congratulations. If not, just ask for your money back and you will get the exact amount you have paid. So the first 10 people to make 270 Ghana cedis right now get all the bonuses I've mentioned, plus they get back their money if they do not get results after going through everything I ask you to go through in 6 weeks and you do not get results. Here is the account details again. All you need is 270 Ghana cedis, paying to MTN Momo line 0540596356 Chukwebuka Ifesinachi Godwin, or our Vodafone line 0502328878 on Safwa Chidima. Send your payment proof to the group immediately. Once we get 10 payments, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. Now, if you sign up tonight and you implement without getting results, like I said, I don't care if it's 5 weeks, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from now. Just let me know and I will give you back your money. You just enroll tonight, follow through the course for 6 weeks, implement as I ask you to do everything I ask you to do, and if you do not get results, I will refund your money. The real question is it worth risking your time to check this out? Which, if it works, you don't even half of what you have claimed today on the webinar will pay for itself with your next promotion or client. Other opportunities can cost about 2,000 cedis plus training, diction training. With this, you get everything for just 270 cedis tonight. Again, this is the account details. Make your payment into the MTN Momo line 0540596356 Chukwebuka Ifesinachi Godwin, or you make your payment into the Vodafone line 0502328878 on Safwa Chidima. Please, as soon as you make your payment, make sure you send your receipts to the group. If you have questions, please ask. Okay, can you please send the account details again? The account details is on the screen right now. I believe it will also be sent to the group. Okay, the account details has been sent to the group as well. So you make your payment, just 10 people are given the opportunity to pay 270 Ghana cedis into the MTN Momo line 0540596356. Chukwu Ebuka Ifesinachi Godwin. You can also pay into our Vodafone line 0502328878. Excuse me. On Suffolk Chidima. After we get 10 payment, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. So again, here's what you would get if you enroll on the academy. You get access to our e-learning platform, lifetime access. You keep learning. You can share with your siblings, your parents, your children, your partner, etc. You'd also get access to our 55 practical training sessions. You get access to quizzes that you can do every day, less than 5 minutes. You submit on the WhatsApp group and you get correction to each of your quiz. You also get access to 12 live training sessions where you can interact with others and engage with us. You also get access to a private WhatsApp group and unlimited support from me. If you make your payment right now, if you're one of the first 10 people to make your payment right tonight, you get my bonuses, you get my 20 short pronunciation videos, you get my vocabulary development PDF, you get my video on how to never be at a loss for words, you get my ebook on Know Your Silent Words, you get my ebook on English punctuation marks, you get my ebook on 100 common grammatical errors and their corrections, and you get my video on how to earn more with your diction skill. Now, if you don't sign up immediately, might be because you're wondering if this would work for your specific situation, which I am sure it would work for. Or maybe you're not sure if you can commit to the program. The way the program is structured, you will stay committed to it because all you need is less than 5 minutes every day, Mondays to Fridays. And on Saturdays, we meet on Zoom, right? Or maybe you've tried other things before and they didn't work. I assure you this would work. Just follow my lead. Now, I'm not a natural gifted speaker or someone with perfect genetics for speech, but I still speak with great diction. And the truth is, if I can do it, you can do better. That is why I am inviting you to come use the same system I used that worked for me and has worked for several other clients that I've worked with from different parts of the world. All you need is 270 Ghana cedis. That is all you need. With 270 Ghana cedis, you get access to all the bonuses I've mentioned. And like I said, you have absolutely nothing to lose. If after 6 weeks you go through everything I've taught you, you follow my lead and you do not get results, come back for your money. It's like you're keeping your money somewhere. It's like keeping your money somewhere. You come back for your money and you still have access to the course. That is the beautiful thing about it. So if you pay tonight, all you need is 270 Ghana cedis to the MTN Momo line 0540596356. Chukwebuka Ifesinachi Godwin. On my Vodafone line 0502328878 on Suffolk Chidima. All you need is 270 Ghana cedis. So if you want to speak to impress anyone, anytime and anywhere, take the opportunity now. You're getting an 87% off plus all the bonuses and the complete refund if you don't become a confident and eloquent speaker in 6 weeks. The bonuses again, you get access to short pronunciation videos, you get my vocabulary development PDF, you get my ebook on Know Your Silent Words, you get my video on how to never be at the loss for word, you get my ebook on English punctuation mark, you get my ebook on 100 common grammatical errors and their correction. You also get my video on how to earn more with your diction skill. One very great thing about the Academy is the breakout session. Every Saturday, we divide those on the group, on the Zoom session, to smaller groups where they practice with other people, where they challenge each other, healthy challenge to help each other grow. After 6 weeks, you get access to your project. Once you do your project, you get access to our certificate that you can use from any part of the world, whether the UK, the US, Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, anywhere Like I said, this course is being bought from different countries, 12 different countries, and they all have access to our certificate. So our certificate is internationally accepted. Aside from that, you also get access to our alumni group. It means that after 6 weeks, after you're done learning, we add you to an alumni group where you have the opportunity to network with people from different parts of the world. Aside from networking with people from different parts of the world, you also get access to practicing with the Diction Queen once a month, so that you do not forget everything you have learned in 6 weeks, or so that you do not get carried away with the word and forget to use your diction. Another thing about the Diction Master Academy is not just about diction. We also help you speak better through your grammar, because we understand that what is the beauty of speaking good diction with poor grammar? All you need again is 270 Ghana cedis instead of 420 Ghana cedis. After tonight, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. So if you really want to do this, save yourself about an extra 200 Ghana cedis. Plus, you get access to all the bonuses. Interestingly, you start to learn in the academy immediately you enroll. So for those who enroll tonight, tomorrow they get access to the academy and they start learning. So it's not an academy that you pay now and you have to wait for another 6 weeks before you start. No. Immediately you pay tonight, you start to learn. Somebody said, please, I joined late. I'd like to know if you train on overcoming stage fright. Yes, we train on overcoming stage fright. That is on the presentation. We have a personalized coaching program that you can enroll for that would help you overcome that. And that is 3,000 Ghana cedis. It's a one-on-one training. It also runs for 6 weeks. So you can send any of the admins a message to get started. Okay, so do we still have any question? Question time? Do we have any question? Quite a number of people are still online. If you have questions, please ask. It could be questions about the academy. It could be questions about what we have learned. If you have questions, I will be glad to answer your question. Please ask your question. Ask your question. Again, the academy is still available for 270 Ghana cedis. We have few slots left. So once the slots are filled, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. So if you are really interested in helping your life, helping your career, helping your personal life, take action right now. Once the slot gets filled, the academy goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. Plus, you will not get access to the bonuses again. Remember, if you enroll tonight, of course, you also get access to the complete refund assurance, which means after 6 weeks, if you do not get results, you will get back your money, the exact money you have paid. So it's a risk-free investment. It's an investment that is risk-free, an investment that guarantees results. If result is not forthcoming, after going through everything I ask you to do, and you still do not get results, your payment will be refunded. So here is the account details again. MTN Momo line 0540596356. Chuku Ebuka Ifesinachi Godwin. Vodafone line 0502328878. Unsofo Chidima. All you need tonight is 270 Ghana cedis. Another slot has been taken. We have limited slot, like limited slot. Once all the slots are taken, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. Plus, you get all my bonuses. You get 20 short pronunciation videos. You get my vocabulary development PDF. You get my video on how to never be at a loss for words. You get my PDF on Know Your Silent Words. You get my ebook on English punctuation marks. You get my 100 common grammatical errors and their corrections. You get my ebook on 10 common misused expressions and their corrections as well. And you get my video on how to earn more with your diction skill. Remember, after 6 weeks, if you follow my lead and you do not get results, I will refund your money completely. Also, after 6 weeks, if you get results, you get access to a certificate that you can use for promotions, you can use for opportunities anywhere in the world. Plus, you get access to an alumni group where you keep learning even after 6 weeks. You meet with the Diction Queen once a month to stay intact and know what is in vogue in terms of phonetics and communication skills. All you need is a chicken fee of 270 Ghana cedis. That is all you need to change your life, to change your career, and to become that confident you that you have always wanted to be. Do we have any question? Any question at all? It could be questions about what we've learned or questions about the academy. I will be glad to answer. We still have 50% of those who joined online. So if you have questions, please ask. I am still here for you, waiting for your questions. It could be questions about what we've learned or questions about the academy. I will be glad to answer you. The 10 slots are almost filled. The 10 slots are, excuse me. The 10 slots are almost filled. If you're serious about your life, your career, your confidence, this is the opportunity you've been waiting for. Just 270 Ghana cedis instead of 420 Ghana cedis. After tonight, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. Any question? Any question? Gifty says, please, my network is not good. Please keep trying. Because after tonight, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. Keep trying. If you have anyone that could pay on your behalf, I recommend you do that. Because after tonight, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. And like I say, it's not just about the money you're not paying. It's not just about you paying more. It's about the opportunities you would keep losing if you do not take action. That is the truth. I've met people say, I want to learn English so I can speak better, so that men can give me more money. It can be funny to some people, but I've had messages like that from clients. I've had messages like, my husband is going for a governorship election, and I'm feeling bad about it because I'm not sure I can represent him well. I've had questions like, I'm a banker, I just moved department. I used to work in a technical department where I do not have to talk. Now I've been promoted to another department, and I just feel like submitting my resignation letter, but I have children that I have to fend for. What should I do? The lists are endless. The lists are endless. Somebody sent me a message this afternoon saying how embarrassed she's been due to her communication skill. The list is endless. I've had my share as well. I've lost opportunities, great opportunities, because of how I sound. When you go for interviews, aside from certification and others, there's some things they look out for. One of them is communication skill. When you go on Google and ask Google, top 21st century skill, communication is one of them. That confidence, you've been able to sway your audience, is one of them. I've met pastors say that I really need to work on my communication skills because it's affecting the kind of people that are coming to my church. That's the truth. Some people would not attend services or come to your church because of how you sound. As a midwife, especially some of you that are taking online, creating content so that people can know more about you and also open opportunities for you, your communication skill is important. My sister is a nurse. My sister would say things like, I wish I really paid attention then when you were teaching me how to speak. Now I would have been a star in my hospital. That's the truth. There's some kind of patients that they would prefer you to other nurses just because of how you sound. Because it seems like you have the same energy, or there's just something that is different with you from others. So whatever you find yourself doing, you cannot shy away from English. And it's a global word that we are now. Some of you, you've not left Ghana, but you have people that you speak to outside Ghana. So the reason why you still feel so comfortable with how you speak is because everybody around you speaks that way. But what happens when you need to communicate with other people outside your environment? If you're interested, my coach will say you don't have to be interested, you just have to be committed and willing. So if you're committed and willing to changing your professional and personal life, to changing your confidence, that low self-esteem, you want to change it, then make your payment right now, just 270 Ghana cedis to the MTN Momo line 0540 596352 Chuku Ebuka Ifesinachi Godwin, or the Vodafone line 0502328878 from Sapa Chidima. Again, you're learning Mondays to Fridays at your preferred time for 6 weeks. Fridays and Saturdays, we meet at 8 p.m. on Zoom to practice together, review, ask questions, meet other people, and practice with them as well. You do this for 6 weeks. You get lifetime access to the e-learning platform. You also get access to our alumni group. And of course, you get access to a certificate that you can use in anywhere in the world. Any question? If you pay tonight, we have few slots left. You get access to all my bonuses. Get access to 20 short pronunciation videos, vocabulary development PDF, how to never be at a loss for word training video, know your signing words ebook, my ebook on English punctuation marks, 100 common grammatical errors and corrections, 10 commonly misused expressions and their corrections, and you get my video on how to earn more with your diction skills. All of these are worth 931 cedis, but you're getting them for free if you enroll tonight. After tonight, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. Remember, if after 6 weeks you follow my lead, you do everything I ask you to do, and you do not get results, I will do a complete refund of how much you have paid. All you need again to enroll in the academy is just 270 Ghana cedis. Tonight, after tonight, it goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. This affords you to learn Mondays to Saturdays at your convenient time for 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, you get lifetime access to our e-learning platform. And of course, you get access to our alumni group where you keep learning. Make your payment right now, 270 Ghana cedis, into our MTN Momo line 0540596356. Chukwebuka Ifesinachi Godwin, or our Vodafone line 0502328878 from Support Chidima. Send your payment proof to the WhatsApp group to start learning in the academy immediately. Those that have made their payment tonight have saved a lot. They'll get access to all the bonuses. They'll get access to all the bonuses. They'll get access to refund assurance. And of course, after 6 weeks, they'll get access to our alumni group. And then they start to learn by tomorrow. It means you start learning immediately. All you need is 270 Ghana cedis. The account number again is M10 Momo line 0540596352. Chukwebuka Ifesinachi Godwin, or our Vodafone line 0502328878. Do we have any more questions? Any question at all? It could be about the academy. It could be about what we've learned tonight. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Any question? I can't see any question on Zoom. Let me check YouTube if there are any questions. Any questions? Okay, thank you everyone for joining. Again, the slots are still open. We have limited slots left though. So if you're still interested, the account number is in the WhatsApp group. If you have questions as well, you can send it to the WhatsApp group. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night rest. Bye-bye.